forward to the parliament itself, the Ninth Assembly, to do its duty. Should the president turn it down, they have the powers, the constitutional powers, to veto the president. To veto the president. They have never used that. And so are we having laws for law's sake? Or are we ready to do our duty? So we commend the parliament for the work that they have done so far, but then the president is the president, and he is our president, and we are calling on him to give us this present at the end of the year. The rule says Sunday is the deadline, and so we are waiting on our president. A fourth amendment attempt in the 8th Assembly failed just before the 2019 election. Situation Room knows that in 2018, President Muhammadu Buhari sent back the bill, the Electoral Act Amendment Bill, on 3 occasions. This was in March 2018. He rejected the bill that it will usurp INEC's powers, on the grounds that it will usurp INEC powers. We are happy to note that INEC indeed has powers by the Constitution. Again in 2018, he turned the bill on the grounds that it was close to the 2019 general election. Nigeria with the option of the 2015 amendment. And this was what was used to conduct the 2019 general election. Now this current National Assembly, the 9th Assembly, reopened the conversation on the reform of the Act, ending up and reenactment after putting in a lot of work to be able to achieve it. Electronic voting, electronic transmission, collation, and the cost of campaigns, process for party primaries and nominations of candidates, and many others. Since the beginning of the amendment process, Nigerians have been very involved in the process and expressed expectations for an Electoral Act 2021. It's almost been 30 days since the passage at the National Assembly. This will endure personal and partisan considerations and work for all Nigerians by creating an atmosphere for free, fair, and credible elections. It is unfair that with all of the inputs and recommendations and the hard work made by the stakeholders and the parliament itself, calls are being made from some quarters to decline. A key concern for us are the calls by the Nigerian governors regarding the direct primaries in the Electoral Amendment Bill. Situation Room notes that these calls have asked the president to decline assent to the bill that is set to become one of the most significant pieces of legislation by the 9th Assembly. Will the president give them that privilege to let it go so that the 9th Assembly can be recommended or can be looked upon with that grace, with the hard work they have been able to do? With several of the progressive amendments in the bill that will impact positively in our elections and contribute to the deepening of democracy in Nigeria, it will be a great disservice to the country if this bill is not assented to in time for the 2023 elections. It will be a great disservice not to have the Electoral Amendment Act for 2021. The delay, we urge the president, we appeal and we urge the president to make this history happen, to sign the bill into law without delay. And it will be, within his prerogative to bring fresh amendments after signing the bill that he did, just like he did with the Petroleum Industrial Bill, which he was highly commended for. And so we are looking forward to that. We are also...
As far as electoral reform is, and we want to remind the president that during his swearing in, he said that he belongs to everybody and belongs to nobody. So if he truly belongs to nobody and belongs to every Nigerian, he should sign this bill without further delay, so that his name can be etched in gold as the president that gave Nigeria a new electoral reform that is digital, in a digital era.